What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of FUD TV. I'm your host, Elio Trades, and today we're going to be talking about one of the most exciting new decentralized exchanges, or DEXs, currently existing as an ERC20 token on the Ethereum blockchain, but with plans to do far, far more than that. Today we're going to be talking about LRC Loopring and everything that has to offer. It all starts right now. Loopring's been around and being traded on the market since September, and since December it hasn't been at as low price as it is now. Right now it's currently trading for 64 cents, but in the peak of its hype cycle, it was trading at over $2. So if you were to buy Loopring now and it returns to its all-time high, you could easily make a gain of 3 to 4x on your money. Loopring advertises itself as a decentralized exchange and open protocol. What that means is that you could actually trade assets via the Ethereum blockchain or any blockchain using Loopring's protocol without ever storing your assets outside of the security of your own wallet. Loopring is not only a protocol, but a decentralized automated execution system that trades across crypto token exchanges, shielding users from counterparty risk and reducing the cost of trading. By storing your crypto assets on a centralized exchange, you're at risk of losing those assets if the exchange ever gets hacked, just like what happened with Mt. Gox. So the decentralized aspect of this exchange is one of its biggest draws. One of the other things that they like to advertise is order sharing. The Loopring mechanism actually allows you to break your order up into smaller pieces. It identifies the best exchanges and times to sell those orders, and it can actually maximize your trading gains, which is really cool. So it's almost like a mix of a bot with a trading protocol. Finally, they have what they're calling ring matching. We're going to quickly go into Loopring's very simplified white paper here so you can get a sense of what technological advantages they are offering and what they also will offer as far as long-term vision of the project. So as you can see, the 4 core pillars of Loopring's offering are reduced counterparty risk and exchange risk so that you always keep possession of your crypto assets while you're exchanging and trading them. The second thing they aim to do is offer high liquidity. By offering ring-matched orders, they're able to say that they're offering higher liquidity and higher value for your assets than any other method of trading. They also are saying that this is incredibly fair because the fees and discount models allow for fairness between all of the parties involved with making this trade, which we're going to go through: makers, takers, exchanges, and miners. And finally, there's no reliance on a centralized authority, which is one added benefit of decentralization, and it sort of goes in with the counterparty risk. So they have wallets, they have ring miners, they have smart contracts, relays, and asset tokenization services. We're going to go through each one of those very briefly. The wallet acts as a safe store of all your crypto assets while you're using the Loopring protocol. The ring miners are essentially the miners of the network. These miners do tons of computational processes that allow for Loopring to give you the highest liquidity for your crypto assets during an exchange. They're essentially processing kind of like a trading bot or kind of like some kind of supercomputer that they're decentralizing processes through a mining network and bringing you a result which is processed through this decentralized network. So miners are actually included in every trade by processing tons of data. Finally, the smart contracts actually execute this trade, and they're the ones who are creating the atomic swap between assets. There are relays, which essentially maintain the public order books and trade history and broadcast new orders to the other relays and ring miners. And finally, they have something called asset tokenization services, which I find really interesting. But essentially, asset tokenization services act as a bridge between cross-chain exchanges. So while Loopring is not a cross-chain protocol allowing me to trade, say, Ethereum for NEO or an Ethereum ERC20 token for a NEO NEP5 token, what I can actually do is I can lock up assets given a certain value and sort of put them into escrow, if you will, and get Loopring back. And as I get Loopring back for those assets that don't exist on the ERC20 tokens, don't exist as ERC20 tokens, or don't exist on the Ethereum blockchain, I can still trade against the value of non-Ethereum assets on the blockchain with these LRC tokens. So I hope that makes sense, but it acts as kind of a bridge between having all these chains kind of talk to each other. This is super exciting as we're going to get into talking about what's happening next with the LRC protocol. Very quickly, let's just go over this team. They have a ton of heavy hitters and all-stars on this team. We have ex-Google leads in Daniel Wang, Jay Zhao, and Johnston Chen, all very awesome, very accomplished individuals. We have ex-PayPal, we have ex-Google, founders and developers. But what's so exciting about this team is Dahong Fei as the founder and CEO of NEO, sitting on their advisory board. Hitter Zhu is one of my favorite up-and-coming founders of blockchain technology in the Nebulas program. He's started the Google of blockchain, which is supposed to bring search capabilities to the ever-expanding and complex world of blockchain tech. And then we also have Zufeng Li, which is the CTO of Zongan Tech, angel investor, and he's just another big heavy hitter behind the team. So between these three, I'd say the advisory board is locked in, and this team could really be positioned for true success and adoption within the blockchain world. Something that I really wanted to bring to everyone's attention is that LRC is just the Ethereum version of Loopring. In fact, they have plans to release Loopring on every single blockchain. And this means a lot for you as an investor. The way that they're going to give out or distribute new Loopring coins is through the process of airdrop. So your new Loopring coins won't actually be LRCs. They'll be a whole new coin on a whole new blockchain. The NEO version of Loopring is going to be called LRN, and the quantum version of Loopring is going to be called LRQ. And we can assume that if Stellar Lumen goes forth with building their platform playout, that we will see Loopring versions on Stellar and so on and so forth with other platforms. This is super exciting because the way that Loopring intends to distribute these tokens is through airdrop. 60% of new LRX, which LRX is their placeholder for any new LR token. So LRN, LRQ, maybe LRS if it goes to Stellar, LRL if it goes to List. Any LR token designed to act as a decentralized exchange token that comes to any new blockchain platform will be given a new LR designation and airdropped 60% to current LRC or LR token holders. So just for holding LRC, I'm going to have the opportunity to be given all these new coins as they release the NEO version, the quantum version, the List version, or whatever other versions they so choose to release. This is awesome. So just for holding LRC, I'm going to get LRN, LRQ, or any other LR coin. This is super cool. Returning back now to the charts, as we see, LRC had a spike of well over $2, and that was only a couple days ago. Given that we have retracted down to about 60 cents for an LRC token, just over 60 cents, it's looking like LRC could pay off in many ways. Not only multiplying your investment as we get back to our all-time highs of this coin was well over 3 times its value at its all-time high, but you'll be given the opportunity to be given free coins, which it will essentially multiply your coin stack by a significant amount. You're just going to be dumped on in the amount of coins you have. I'm guessing about 60% of the coins that you have, you'll get in the new coin. So if you have LRC, if I have 10 LRC, I can expect to get 6 LRN or 6 LRQ or something in that range based on my understanding of this information. LRC holds a lot of interesting components. It's both a decentralized exchange as well as an interesting store of value for this investor. It's a utility token that's trying to take its utility to every blockchain. And in taking it around to each and every blockchain, it benefits you, the investor, just by holding it, as they have to distribute these new tokens somehow. And they're choosing instead to reward the investors and token holders that have been with them this far. With this market recovery, I'll be looking to diversify a little bit of my Bitcoin into Loopring and hopefully ride this wave and get some free Loopring as they do their airdrops. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, please like or subscribe. Leave us a comment below telling us, are you holding Loopring? Do you plan to buy any Loopring? Do you agree with our review? Are you as excited about these airdrops and the potential for Loopring coming to all these different blockchains as we are? Please let us know in the comments below. Also, please always remember this is not financial advice. This is just our opinions as we've understand and synthesized the facts. Thanks again for tuning in. This has been another episode of FUD TV. I'm your host, Elio Trades, and we'll be back with many more cryptocurrency news and updates each and every day. Till then, we'll catch you on the next one.